Good morning to you. It is Friday, June 13th, 2025, Friday the 13th, and it's 7:17 a.m. Okay, there's no such thing as bad luck. You make your own good luck or bad luck. Okay, superstitions out of the way now. This morning, I was thinking about this hemp milk and thinking, is it really that bad? I looked at my receipt from the market and it said I paid $5.39 for it, plus, I don't know, maybe 4% add to that for tax. I'm going to taste it one more time. All right, so I'm pouring it out, okay? I can get used to it, I think. Uh, it definitely tastes like something I've had before. I don't know what, just rinsing out my cup here. I'm not going to pour it out just yet because it's becoming more familiar to my palate. Let me put it back in the fridge, though. Okay, now this morning, back to basics, okay? I've got my Chobani oat milk, 0 sugar, unsweetened, okay? Now, 0 sugar means they didn't add any sugar. It's not that they took anything out, okay? I'm going to pour some into my glass here, and I'm going to heat this up in the microwave. Let me just pop it in there, and I certainly hope that that glass is microwave safe. If it isn't, then we may be having cold coffee. Hang on, let me put this back in the fridge, okay? Because I want that oat milk to last as long as possible, okay? So when I say we're going back to basics, we're going to go back to how I like to make a basic cup of espresso or lungo. This morning, I'm going to use Nicaragua. This is sold as an espresso, but then if you look at the package, it says that it can also be a lungo. Okay, good. The glass is still in one piece. So, Nicaragua, the way they make this coffee is, all right, usually when coffee is made, you know how coffee, the way the bean grows, it's like the seed of the plant, okay? So imagine a cherry, and then you open the cherry, and there's a little bit of gooey stuff, and then there's sometimes almost like parchment kind of stuff around the cherry seed, and then there's the seed. So usually when coffee beans are picked, the skin, the fleshy part, and the gooey stuff, and sometimes the parchment are all removed. But with Nicaragua, what they do is they leave the gooey stuff and the parchment on there, and they dry it like that. And that allows more of a sweetness, more sugar, actually, to develop in the coffee bean. So Nicaragua has a sort of a sweetness to it. Now, what I do, for me, basic, and this is a lot of milk this morning, but that's okay because I'm going to run the Nicaragua as a lungo. I make what's called a café reverso. Italian name for something very simple. Instead of putting your milk in after you've got your cup of coffee, you put it in first, and then you extract your coffee on top of it, okay? And what this does is, one of the things, it makes the crema a little bit bigger, more because it makes a kind of froth when that coffee goes in there. And also, it's kind of fun because you see the layers. Now, You know, often you also see this if you do it the other way around, if you reverse the cafe reverso, you know, kind of the normal way, and you put your coffee in first and then your milk. But this is fun to me. I like doing it this way. And then I like taking the spoon, watching it swirl around. Okay, now, and it's delicious. This Nicaragua has a really full-bodied flavor. It's got a lot of flavor, but there's no bitterness or acidity, no sort of astringent quality to it. If you haven't tried it, and you like coffee that has a good coffee flavor, give it a try. It's interesting, you know, that it's made by that special method. Now, to me, the oat milk gives it a different kind of flavor than if I had put in almond milk or cream or something like that, Coffee Mate, whatever. But hey, I like it, and that's what's important. I just want to wish a happy birthday to Josh Wood, our friend from Melbourne, Australia. Today is his birthday. Well, his birthday is getting near to being over, because in Melbourne, it is now 9:23 p.m. on June 13th. But we're in time, Josh. A very happy birthday to you, and thanks for all your contributions to these videos. One of these days, we'll get him on screen, okay? Alrighty, well, that's about it for this morning, and I will talk to you again, okay? Enjoy your drink of coffee.